Hey guys, today we're going to be building a Spanish style home in The Sims 4. So I'm really excited to get into this because it's not a style I usually build, so it's something new for me, and I'm actually absolutely loving it. Before we get into the video, let's thank today's sponsor. Thanks to Gameloft for sponsoring today's video. Disney Dreamlight Valley Honeyglow Woods is out now, a brand new adventure pack for one of my favorite cozy games. It introduces Winnie the Pooh characters, which I adore, as well as 4 new areas where you can explore, you can decorate, as well as solve puzzles in the mysterious Ever Oak tree. Meet the always optimistic Winnie the Pooh and the courageous Piglet who's ready to take on his fears. I'm also looking forward to meeting and cheering up Eeyore too. You can also befriend a delightful family of companion hedgehogs. One of the most exciting things is that this pack now introduces beekeeping and honey making. So I cannot wait to build the busy bee houses and then unlock new crafting recipes for honey glow furniture, and you can also bake new golden honey treats. The Ever Oak tree is also surrounded by 4 new areas to explore. Once you mend the land, figure out the secrets of the Ever Oak tree, that's when you can finally solve the mystery of Honeyglow Woods. You can also play a new mini game of Pooh Sticks by meeting villagers at a bridge in Gloom Meadow. Everyone drops objects into the river. Whoever's object reaches the finish line on the river first wins. So this introduces another great way to bond with your friends and neighbors. So Honeyglow Woods is out right now, so check out the link in my description down below, or you can use the QR code on the screen now. Thanks to Gameloft again for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. So I've already started working on this home and it's turning out to look really, really good. I'm so excited to show you guys. So let me know what you think in the comments. So first up, we're going to start with a time lapse, and the general shape of this house is going to be an L shape. I was looking at some Google images for inspiration and like Pinterest and all of that research stuff where you find cool houses that look dreamy to live in. And I saw an L-shaped one that I really liked, but I've lost the reference image, so I can't find it now. But yeah, it took me a few goes to figure out the exact shape I wanted to do. So this is me kind of playing around with it. And because I'm not used to building Spanish homes, it took me a little while to find my feet with this. So bear with me whilst I make a lot of changes as well as we build. And you'll see here I'm actually using a gorgeous front door that is custom content by Harry, one of my favorite CC creators. And she has a Del Sol collection that is Spanish inspired build. And now she's working on the interior furniture as well. So I think she's up to 7 parts of this collection. So I downloaded all of those via, can't remember if it was via Patreon or the Harry website. So I'll link that below, but I also was recommended by one of you guys, another creator called Valia, who has the Sunwoven collection. So I downloaded that as well, and I think that'll be great for our interiors. So those will be down below, and you will see that we're using windows and doors from the Del Sol collection. And this particular area that will like the L shape, that's going to be like a main bedroom area and then a second bedroom. And then we're going to have a living area in the middle that opens up to a beautiful backyard. And I actually love how this is turning out. I think using custom content is really, really fun because you can create things that you've never created before. And like, for example, that front door is so pretty. It kind of sets the tone for the entire house. I'm just putting in some placement furniture right here. Like usual, we just slap down whatever, and then later on we'll actually choose which couches and coffee table and rug we want. And this house is single story. However, I thought it would be really pretty to have like a double story lounge room. So you'll see that kind of it'll evolve shortly. However, I do think that we could add a second story to this house really, really easily, because that whole double story section could just be turned into the second floor and extended a bit. So this is a really easy home if you want to like move your Sims in and have a family and expand it over time, it would be really nice for storytelling as well, to just turn it into that dream family home. So part of me is tempted to like put the second level on whilst we're furnishing, but then part of me is like, no, it's so perfect as a 2-bedroom home. But then I feel like you'd either do 1 bedroom or 3 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms, I know I wouldn't usually build a 2-bedroom home, but here we are. It does look beautiful once you see how it's all coming together. And I love having all of these like French doors that open up, which I feel like I should be saying Spanish doors in this situation. The CC collection is so pretty. It has this gorgeous fencing, this like patio awning thing, which is really nice. It's got wallpaper, flooring, with Oh, I also wanted to use some Mediterranean plants in the backyard, and I was thinking I really need an olive tree. And I forgot that we did get an olive tree in Royalty and Legacy. So we get to put our olive trees in, we have lavender. We're just gonna go to town with all of that stuff. We could even maybe put in some lemon trees, like citrus. Although we will put some citrus trees in terms of pot plants anyway, or plant pots, I should say. There's also an in the ground hot tub that's in this collection too, but I feel like we don't really have enough room for it, so we might get rid of that. I think I do get rid of that. And I also love how some of the doors are closed and some of them are open. It gives that real lived-in feel, a Mediterranean feel. And we're using the fireplace from Desert Luxe kit, which one of my favorite kits. I use it so much, mostly because of the curtains. As we know, I am obsessed with those curtains, but it's only because we don't have any options like them. So I keep using them. And then the other nice thing about this CC collection is that we have a lot of different window shapes available too. So in real life, my house is being renovated. So you heard someone drilling. I think that's what the electrician. So this is a 4D experience for you guys. It's still 3D. No, it's 2D. I don't even know, but it's like a 4D experience for me because I'm like building a house and I also hear like real building sounds. And then we're putting in the roofing. So the roofing was pretty simple. I like combining. I was actually trying to study these Spanish homes, how the roofing is usually done. And it's usually a mix of different pitched roofs, like all placed differently around the house. There's like a lot of peaks and it's kind of a different roofing style to what I usually do, I think. But then again, it was kind of easy. So hopefully I'm really hoping that you guys think I got the style right. And I think this is probably more of an American Spanish home, I imagine, because it's more inspired by LA type of Spanish homes. I don't know for those of you guys living actually in Spain what you would think of it. Like, let me know because I'm really interested as well. But hopefully it's starting to take place and it's a little bit contemporary as well. Love the front gate too. That is from the Del Sol collection. And that gate actually has like a separate pin pad on it. So it can really look like quite an affluent home, having the pin pad and the camera on the front. So this would go very nicely with Get Famous. You know, I was thinking of building a Spanish style LA mansion for Judith Ward on her property because I do want to build her mansion again. It is just such a big project and I'm not entirely sure what style I want to go with. Like, I feel like, this is also the wallpaper, the stucco paint. And I was just deciding whether we go like the dark brown or a mid brown or a sandy color or the crisp white color you can do. And that archway also came with this custom content pack as well. So yeah, just playing around with it. And I think the balustrade being like the wrought iron black metal looks really good. It ties in with the windows nicely. So we'll keep that. And then we've got all of that space in that double story lounge room as well. I've kind of done a bit of landscaping pathways around the place. I don't know if we'll keep it exactly how I've put it. And we've got some bougainvillea plants. Bougainvillea. I've been getting growing up the side of the house, very Mediterranean. And I also love this little enclave. I can't say my words today. With 3 windows. I just thought that was really, really cute. But that's where I'd put stairs if we were going to go up a level. But I just love that little space so much. I don't know if I want to change it. And then these were actually for the outdoor barbecue area from the Del Sol collection, but I think we could use them inside. And Valia also has some interior counters as well we could use, but they feel a bit more cute than rustic. So we might go with the Harry ones, but we're spoiled for choice. And then I was just playing around with archways here. The archway pieces look really pretty at this back door coming out of the kitchen. And so I think we will go with these. And I just love that there's that like kitchen exit door as well going out to the patio. So there's a lot of indoor, outdoor blending going on here, which I feel like is, very Spanish and beautiful. So yeah, I think it's turning out really well. And I actually am so excited to finally finish it. And we've also got some beautiful terracotta tiles there as well. And last of all, I did want to add a bit of a curve. So we're doing a curved balcony just outside the dining room. So you could dine out on your beautiful curved balcony and using the gorgeous new fence style as well that Harry's got in Del Sol collection. I mean, how pretty is that? I love it. But we're going with a taller fence style here. So we might put like a little breakfast table out there. I love the ornamental window above the door as well. And also the lights are perfection with the lavender. And the olive tree is coming along so nicely. So let's actually figure out how we're going to furnish this. And yeah, I think this might be one of my newest favorite builds, which is definitely unexpected. So let me know what you guys think. And also, I want to make sure we have a lot of greenery and plants and things that you collect from your garden and bring inside. So we'll be using a lot of the garden to kitchen. I think that's the name of the kit as well, because I think that'll pair really nicely too. So anyway, let's get into the furnishing and make it look absolutely amazing. This is where we are at for our build, and in the recent Sims update, there was a bug where it was putting holes in the roofline, and the Sims are already working on it, but I did have a hole over on this side of the house, which I think is why this is looking slightly higher than it's meant to be. Yeah, I feel like it's meant to be a little lower, but I'm nervous about those holes coming back. But anyway, actually maybe a lower profile roof yet again would be good. But yeah, I think this looks really, really, really nice. I love all the bougainvillea, not bougainvillea. I was thinking about the Rugrats the other day with Phil and Dill, and I was thinking about how cute those names would be if you had like two dogs called Phil and Dill, or like two cats. So I've got Dill in my head. Anyway, random rambling. And then the olive tree over here. That is an olive tree, right? Yeah, it is. And that is from Royalty and Legacy. Yeah, it is. So love that kind of ancient looking olive tree, although it is absolutely enormous. It feels like there's such a big jump in the size from bigger to smaller. Part of me wants to actually just go with this size because I think it's a bit more realistic. So maybe we will. But then it's Sims, so let's just go big or go home. Anyway, so this is where we're at. We've got our really cool, I don't know what you call this, number pad here, speaker. There's also a mailbox. It's really so detailed, which is very cool. And then in terms of our floor plan, I think I'm going to leave the upstairs without a second story because I'm a bit nervous about this roof glitch until it's fixed. So we will leave it as it is. However, I would have put some stairs here and brought this wall back if I was doing a second story. And then I would just extend that over and this over and bam, that's a really easy 2-story house. So if you want to do that extension, by all means, go ahead. So in terms of floor plan, we've got lounge room here. We have kitchen here, dining here. We'll do an outdoor breakfast table over here. We've got a bathroom. Then we have main bedroom with a bathroom, second bedroom with a bathroom. So just the 2 beds. And then out here, we'll do an outdoor entertaining spot. So perhaps someone has downsized. I say that lightly, downsized to this house. Can you imagine if you downsized to this? That'd be crazy. And in here, maybe we'll just do some plants. It kind of looks like it needs some sconce lights in here. Maybe we'll just put them over on this wall. I think I put one side higher than the other. Wait, I can't tell. Are you higher than... No, you're way too low on the wall. You need to go up one bit higher, then you are at the correct height. Beautiful. And I think over this side, we will put a bench in. And I was also wondering if you guys wanted to have any more Paralives content, if you wanted us to keep up the gameplay or the builds, because I usually just kind of do what I want, to be honest, and I'm itching to do a Paralives build. So we'll probably do a Paralives build soon, because I'm just going to do it anyway, I think. Ooh, I like this. So this is from the kitchen to table kit, and I feel like it's got that nice rustic look about it that would be okay out here. Kind of funny that we're doing these little outdoor details before the rest of the house, which is kind of the more important thing, but that's all right. Let us start over here in the kitchen. I quite like the orientation. I haven't really picked a cupboard color yet. We could do like the deep brown, the gray, even black. But I think Harry actually designed this to be the outdoor barbecue area. Ooh, I like that one. This one, I'm liking the dark wood actually. Or the light wood also looks really nice. Is there a mid wood? Like, is there an option between the two perhaps? There's kind of a mid wood with the gray top, but I really like the brownie colors. Look, we have time for a thinky dink. And let's also see, in terms of the custom content, what paint options we have here. So Valia did this painted wall, which is beautiful. There's also some pinky rosy colors, but it is mostly neutrals and burnt colors. Oh, we got a bit of green in here. Ooh, that could be nice. But there is some shading on the wall as well. There's also the idea of having the tiles, which could be nice in the kitchen actually. Harry's got a bit more variation in the color tones with... Wow, that is a beautiful texture. Oh my gosh. Oof, I do like that. I'm really drawn to this idea of doing like a green in here, but it's probably maybe it's a bit much for the main room. Maybe we want to keep it very like, oh my gosh, I love this olive goldy color. I was gonna say maybe we should keep this pretty neutral in here, but we can have more fun with the bedrooms. Well, let's get some fun bedroom colors in for starters. I mean, I think we should definitely have one room that's got some blues going on. Love this color. I mean, this would be pretty amazing in the main bed. I don't know if we really have a bed to go with this though, but this color is just stunning. We could maybe put it with other wall colors so it's not so full on. I think the main thing I'm struggling with in this room is actually that we have this candy colored bed and this blue rug that does not go with the vibe in here. I haven't even picked flooring for this room yet. In terms of like a bed for this house, I think we're gonna have to probably go pretty simple because we do want to go for a little bit of a modern look. I mean, that could work. A full poster could be really nice in this room because the room is so generous and we have a lot of space to work with. This is a great bed, this one too, and this one had some, ooh, that has some good colors in it. But I do like the drama of having a 4-post bed. And the cottage side tables are not doing it for me, surprisingly. I think obviously the terracotta tiles would be lovely to have in the house, or at least in some of the rooms. And we also have the Valia ones too, which have a bit of a different shape to them, kind of like the window. I'm sure the window shape, like, where did my window go? Wait, where did our fun window go? Did I delete it accidentally? Maybe it was over here. Maybe that was higher and I had the window in this spot. Is that where it was? Yeah, I think it was there. I was gonna say the tiles kind of have a shape almost like this. I like it. I'm going to pop that back. Yeah, in the same family of shapes. So we also have this style to go for. And we also just have like Sims 4 options too. Like those are pretty nice too. Or we could also just do wood flooring. Ooh, or the Jungle Adventure terracotta is really nice too. Like that would be pretty awesome, even though it's a little bit different to like our outdoor, more classic looking terracotta tile. Is that the same color? That looks so different because of the lighting, but the game's telling me it's the same. I also think these would be really nice in the bathrooms in a different color. Maybe we could have a little bit of fun with these, like the blue goes with the blue room. We keep it pretty similar in this room. Or we go with our woods. You go for like a darker wood like this, or even a deeper one, which That would be very nice. But I feel like whatever we put in this room has to flow through all the rooms, or else it can look a little bit disjointed. I'm trying to find the tile that speaks to me. This one's a Love Struck one. That's a larger format, or this is just like Sims 4 base game. Kind of can't go wrong with that one. Let's just go with the base game, and then the outdoor ones look more worn, I suppose. Or we just go, I really love this blue color, so I'm thinking of doing this like in the blue room. I have to say, I quite like the core color we've picked for a lot of the walls. You know, we can have a lighter rug in here if it's all feeling a bit too dark, and we could also lighten up the walls too. But I'm thinking a lot of natural fabrics and textures, pottery, and then some really rich colors. I personally absolutely love terracotta. We've actually just looked at terracotta pots for our outdoor area, and I was trying to get some terracotta wall lights outside too, but in the end it just didn't quite match our window tone. But if we had different windows, if we could have changed the windows easily, then I would have definitely gone for that. I just love the rich color of terracotta. And I like saying terracotta. It's just such a good word, terracotta. Oh, this could be kind of nice. One of these tables with mixed woods in them. I like the lighter wood contrasting with the dark wood, and then it ties into the bed. Cushions and the rug. We'll just have a little experiment. And then I want a lovely, big, generous lampshade. Like something like this. I love a classic lampshade that has like a linen look to it. And I don't want to be too afraid of mixing some different timbers as well. Ooh, I wonder if we should have a bit of fun with a marble desk. This marble desk I got off the Maker Workshop. It was one of the free downloads by, oh, this is by Valia Sims, so that works. Also, it's a Monday night, but it's currently winter holidays for a lot of kids in school. And there are the biggest hoons out on the road tonight. Like, it's so loud outside. I've tried to film in here. I'm playing Sims. Something tells me they're just not going to listen. I do like this wallpaper because it's got a little bit more, I suppose, oomph in it. Oh, but this one matches the other wallpaper pretty well. Oh my gosh, and curtain-wise, that could be tricky actually. I did want to wait until Harry released the whole Del Sol collection, but who knows how long it's going to take because I think it's going to be a big collection. But that's okay because we can do many Spanish builds. Like, this is only the beginning of what we could do. Blue stripes. Kind of works. What is this even from? High school years. Interesting. I wonder if Venetians are a bit of a Spanish kind of blind. I feel like it goes, but it might not be the look. Well, there's my beautiful old trusty shears that always look amazing. I'm going my shears. They kind of look weird on this blue wall though. What if I just like move these windows? What if we put a double window here? What are our options? We have this little one. We have one that's just propped open. That's really cute. I quite like that one. We just need to get this vine out of the way. That's really nice. And then we don't have to have a full sheer over that. We could have a smaller scale blind. And I just looked at curtains and blinds today. So this is really on theme for what's been happening at our place this afternoon. Or this morning. Maybe this could have a bit more of a traditional look to it. I'd love to have like a soft, slightly sheer Roman blind in a linen looking fabric. That's what would be absolutely perfect in this room. But I think we can kind of make this work. And do we want to make the whole room blue? Part of me just feels like we should go for it, but I'm not completely sold on it yet. So this lovely desk by Valia Sims. We also have this matching computer, which is really nicely made. So let's use that. We also have some really nice candles from Harry here. I wouldn't mind something with a bit of vintage edge to it, just to mix it up a bit. Like even a red lamp, just to... Although the marble is already quite a statement, so maybe we go simple with this marble. We can do a fun gold lamp in here, and we need some shelving above this. Valia has some sunwoven collection shelves, which look really lovely, and there's also corner pieces, even lovely curved pieces, which I have to say I really like. Oh, and it even comes in blue colors too, but I do like the timber. Could even do a bit of a tiered situation here. Ooh, oh wow, these pieces are really Really cool. Or maybe we just flip them. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, and I love these Lady Bridgerton Masquerade Ball events books. And they're so easy to place on these shelves. I love custom content shelving because it's so easy to place stuff. Okay, so we've got some great books up there. Have a coffee and a book here. That looks so cozy and comfy. Have a cuppa while working at your desk. Oh, wow. We have so many great kitchen items from Valia here that we can use. Not in the office, but when we get to it, we'll get to it. In the kitchen, it's going to be amazing. Oh, that orange is brilliant. I think that is from Batu, but it's a nice piece of ceramic ware. We could size this down. I don't know if it's really our vibe though. For this house, not quite right. I'm just picking a few kits for our filters, more so for clutter items, but also we might pull out a few things for our kitchen as well. So I like the idea of a lot of books being in this room and these really nice like sculptural pieces too. I got my splash of red in here. Okay, are there any other pieces that I want to just quickly grab for our kitchen area? Definitely herbs. We're going to need a lot of herbs in the kitchen. Oh, these minimal frames could be handy. Oh my gosh. Anything that looks like harvestables, lemons, outdoor eating, beautiful cooking, cookies, ceramics. This kitchen is going to be just my dream space. Yeah, let's grab out some of these artworks too, because you never know what we might want to use. I wonder if there's a way of overlapping this mudroom piece without it being too obvious. I mean, it's only us that will know. I think we can kind of make it work. I don't think, oh, it's actually glitching. What if we just make them smaller? Does that not look like a kid's? I think it's possible. I think it looks cute. Let's leave it. Just don't look at it too closely. I do like all of these lights, so let's grab those out. Love this vase. Love this weird head. Love this rustic herb ladder as well. This is lovely too. We have a lot of nice things that would work quite well in this house. I even quite like that. Okay, we have so many things. Coming back to this, I think, because we've kind of come back with fresh eyes, I think we would really benefit from something green up here. Oh my gosh, this cauliflower pot, we need that outside. Just a nice plant to put on this shelf. Valia's got, oh, this is perfect. Is this called a snake plant? No, it's like a string of pearls. That's right. That's right. If I make the pot brighter, it's easier to see it. That's lovely. That's a beautiful piece. Okay, I'm really happy with that. This is a bit of fun, this marble moment. Oh, there's even the red is really cool in here, but we'll stick with the blue. I do think we need a mirror in here too, perhaps a leaning one. We could get rid of this light and just pop it over here. And then it looks like there's a bit of room at the end of the bed here. So we could place an ottoman or even like a wooden bench with some cushions on it. Are we going too matchy if we do the navy blue? Let's keep it a bit rustic. It'd be nice to have a blanket hanging off of here. Put some glasses next to the table, help make it look a bit more lived in. I wish I could flip this and just place it on the end here, because that would be perfect. Ooh, that's nice. Add a bit of color to this. It's just kind of sitting a bit awkwardly though, so perhaps not. As much as I love that bench, it just doesn't look very comfortable to sit on. So let's put a different bench in here. Honestly, that blue one's pretty good. Ooh, but I'm just loving the rich red with the blue. That just looks so nice. Okay, I think this room is really pretty. So there's our first room done. I like how weren't we starting with the kitchen and somehow we managed to jump down to the other end of the house. It never goes to plan. So with these windows, these curtains like match them really well, but I'm not the biggest fan of those curtains. Ooh, is this kind of the color of that golden olive tone? Kind of a different. What if we went with this kind of bed in this room? Or I really love the look of the textures on this bed. I mean, we could do the same bed again, just change the color of the room. But I just still feel like we need a bigger bed in this room. I think the issue I'm having is this bedspread is gray, whereas I'm really leaning towards all of these lovely warm colors. We could go for something like this. Also for the roofing, we might just go for like a dark kind of browny roof, because ideally we'd have a whole heap of exposed beams through here as well. But you can do that in The Sims, but it does intersect with the gameplay a bit because they don't always disappear. But yeah, I'm just not feeling this bed. I never realized realized that these base game rugs were actually a green tone. That's not too bad. Oh, they're not base game rugs. They're from Laundry Day. I think I'm going to stick with this green color because I do like this. I think it goes better with the gray. And these, maybe we're best just layering them with this one on a slight angle. Otherwise, I feel like when it's laid out straight, it's a little bit awkward. Whereas that it just looks nicer. And then in terms of chairs to go in here, looking at a few options, I really love the purple with the green, but if we wanted to stick to neutrals, something like that's really easy. But the purple's fun. I kind of wish there was a different purple chair that has this lovely rich berry color. I mean, we have this one that also comes in a deeper purple, but this one's just, that plum color is so spot on. Whereas I just feel like these other chairs are not quite getting there. So maybe we do just go with one of these and we could try and soften them with a nice accent table that is not purple. Oh, what about that little stool from Jungle Adventure? I actually think that's in seats though. Where is it? I always lose the stool. Oh, that's a nice woven stool option too by Valia. Oh, it's in miscellaneous. Yeah, I don't know if we can kind of offset the chair or even do a mismatched chair moment. That's actually another option. Like do a bit of a vintage moment in here. I know this chair is a bit more American Western, but I think it could maybe still work. I just want it to look vintage, maybe in the bottle green color, although I just really like the timber. Oh my gosh, this chair is so nice. Obsessed with that. That could maybe be at our breakfast table out here. But we're really merging like classic with modern or contemporary. I think that's the vibe we're creating right now. And we'll just hold down Control, lift up using the 9 key and pop a book here that they've been reading. You're technically floating. Oh no, that's annoying. I feel like it's just a bit too obvious. Maybe we can just put it on the chair instead and then put a cup of tea next to the couch. Where's that really nice Valia mug? Here it is. I wonder if we can place this on top of it. It intersects a little bit, but it's not as obvious because there could be, like chocolate milk in there. Actually, you know what we should have done in the first place? Why didn't I think of this already? Why don't we just put it on a shelf? Make the shelf little, lift it up with the shelf. Okay, that's not working either. Okay, I'll just put a plant there instead. And I want to create a bit of an asymmetrical moment over here. I do like these candles that came with the Del Sol set. So we can have our candle collection here. And I'm going to put another painting there to bring in a bit more color. Yeah, that's nice. When in doubt, you can always pop in an olive tree. For the ensuite, that's going to go in this room. So I quite like the idea of this look of a sink. Maybe we could join these together. Although I wish we could do more of a double sink area that isn't like so cramped next to each other, like directly next to each other. Like I want a bit more bench space. This in the black looks nice too. But yeah, we're a bit restricted in The Sims with vanities. Also, this is kind of confusing where to put everything in this bathroom. I mean, I think it does make sense for the vanity to be in this nook here. The bath would make sense underneath the window. Maybe we should just use the rustic counters that we were looking at using in the kitchen. We'll just change the color up a bit because those are really nice. Oh, we could do this really cool basin too. Dang it, it's a shame it doesn't quite fit. We'll use some brassy colors because that looks kind of rustic, which I think goes with the style we want. Ideally, I really would love to have that sink centered here, but unless we go like that or we grab a freestanding sink, we can't really make that happen. So we'll just make do with it being like this style. That'll be fine. We can get some of these beautiful decor pieces. This is some lovely bathroom wear. I suppose we could put the shower in here and just make it look like this door is... Ooh, or we could do a romantic double shower like that. I had the slightest wrong color there. I'm just gonna leave this window open even though it might pose a slight privacy issue. The Sims will be fine. It's not like The Sims. Was there a Sims game where there was like a peeping Tom? No, there was a mod. That's right. There was like a mod, I think, which was really creepy. I'm pretty sure I played that mod as well. And then we can get this plant again. The string of pearls. I love that plant. Oh, and we can use this one too from Sleek Bathroom. Perfect. And yeah, we're just going to have a bit of a plant section over here. Oh, and let's get more of those candles that we used in the bedroom. So you can have a nice candlelit bath area. And hopefully the plant doesn't catch on fire. That would be great. Maybe I should just leave that a bit more clear. Probably a good idea. I really do want more artwork in the game because I feel like we need more. Pop that there. Kind of goes with the vibe. And then we'll get a nice rug. This is my go-to. Beautiful bathroom. For this little area, I think I might do a cheeky double up on the books here and some sculptures. Can do a nice terracotta plant there as well. Okay, should we jump all the way back to the kitchen again before we do the lounge room? So I had this idea of doing a blue kitchen because I think a blue kitchen would look really nice. But then again, there's nothing quite like, you know, some really lovely muted colors, even a bit of sandy color in here as well. Or we just go with the brighter contrast, which does look really good. This window's sticking out a bit here. I also like this being gold or brown. The gold's great, the brown's great. I do love how that brown ties into the windows. And Valia has these backsplashes that I also thought were kind of interesting that we could potentially use here. If we can like piece two of them together and then have like a nice backsplash moment, that actually works out really well. And maybe we can lift this up a bit because these tiles are really pretty and I like the colors in them with the green. I guess we don't need the corner trims. We just need to lift up these windows a little bit. These lovely feature trio of windows we have here. I'd also love to get some actual cupboards in, but that's going to be very high up with these windows. So that might be a bit tricky. I mean, we also have that wallpaper that we saw before by Valia with the same tile pattern on it. This one over here, is that the same tile? Oh, that's nice too, actually. But I really like this wall texture combined with these tiles. Let's just get the matching cupboards. Oh, and we also have a few different counter pieces for these too. Like we can have these really nice shelves. And then there's also all of the other pieces as well, which are really, really nice. Oh, wait, because these aren't actual kitchen counters. They're meant for the outdoor kitchen. These don't actually have matching cupboards, but Valia has the Sunwoven collection with these types of more stylized cupboards, which actually tie in really well to the kitchen counters here. For a full set, you would usually use these together, which are really, really cute. But why don't we try combining both of them? So we get a little bit of the cute look, but we've still got a lot of the rustic charm as well. Oh, these end pieces are really sweet how they're curved, and I suppose they go with the shelves that we were using before. I think that's as high as I would like to put these cupboards. They are really sweet. Oh, I love these. That orange color is so nice. But I guess I'll just keep it with the easy timber to tie it into our cupboard wood. Now, what kind of oven should we pop here? It'd be nice to have like a brownie oven. We just go with this one from Life and Death, even though it's a little bit morbid looking. And if we wanted to, we could use the kitchen counters. I can't find the exact same tiles as the splashback, but we could do like this greeny part of the kitchen, like a deep green with this wood, because it kind of goes with the rest of the kitchen. That actually looks pretty nice with the timber in the center. I don't mind that. And then we could use these Jungle Adventure lights over the island, or even just one. We don't have to have two of them. I wish it came down a bit lower, sitting a little bit high. Does that one sits kind of high too. That feels a bit too ornamental and big, although that could maybe work in our double ceiling area. Maybe I'll just place it over there for later. You know what? I'll place two here. And we have so much kitchen clutter to use. We can do the green stools. We need a sink and do like a black sink, or do we want to do like the cool stone sink? We might have to do a sink in the island because I think it'll look weird over here near these windows. I absolutely love that one of these windows is open. Just looks like they're getting some nice airflow. Oh my gosh, the fridge. You guys have probably been saying, what about the fridge, Deli? Oh no, it's gonna ruin what we have going on here. I guess we can just place it inside this pillar. It's lucky we have this. This wasn't what I was planning to do here, but we may need to manage it this way. I wonder if we could actually place the fridge within an archway, just so it's a little more built-in looking. Like what happens if we went like that? You know, had our fridge in here. We can do like a green fridge. The archway is just that little bit tall. Holy, that's big. That's a wee little bit tall. Okay, I think they're all gonna be kind of tall, so we'll just go with this. Ooh, I just saw this door, which would actually kind of look gorgeous here. I like that. It actually sits within this archway kind of nicely. Although technically we should probably just have a wall here. Oh no, I have a thingy stuck in the glass of the door. A little potato. Okay, gotcha. Saved you, potato. Okay. So we've got the fridge. We need the bin. That was a close call, you guys. I am known for forgetting fridges, and we totally almost did it again. I'm going to put just the bin here, just hide it out of the way as best as I can. You know what? Let's put it at the back near the sink because that's even more hidden. We do have a fire alarm in here. It's just over there. Coffee, absolutely. Tea. I mean, this is a nice area to put all of your appliances. Oh, cookie jar fits over here. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, how awesome is this garlic holder? That's beautiful. Piece of art. Oh my gosh, I love these utensils too. This is seriously, this chopping board, are you kidding me? Wow, Valia is really good. Oh, and the baguette and the leek that you can actually place on top of the chopping board. That's really nice. Oh, wow, and these beautiful salt and pepper shakers or grinders, we'll pop those over there. Oh my gosh, this pomegranate bowl, yes. I'm living for all of this. I would like all of these mugs as well in real life, please. Look at these chopping boards. Okay, this is actually just gorgeous. I think I'm kind of in love with this kitchen. Low-key in love. I'd love a big colorful painting over here. Ooh, that's pretty. Well, maybe we can put the big paintings in this room and have them side by side. Like these two paintings, I think go together quite nicely, but perhaps in here we go to the more geometric looking painting and size it down because that does look really nice there. I actually really quite like this dining table that Harry, I think, created. Yeah, Del Sol kit, but this is also awesome because there's the picnic table or the half picnic table that you can then add a couple of chairs on top of too. It's not in the longer version though, but I would totally put a bench on the side of this table if it worked that way. We could play with a bit of red in here instead of doing it all green, but there's something about this rug tying in perfectly that really does satisfy me. Oh, we also have colored chairs. I do like these chairs. Those are quite nice. These look a bit too like they're more outside chairs, I think. These are stunning, always. Maybe these, because they bring that creamy lighter color into the mix, which I do think looks quite good. It is hard to know what light to put here because we've already done these two circular lights. Or we could just do one over the dining table and one over the kitchen. They're just a little bit off in terms of scale, like they just need to come down a smidge more, but seeing as though we can't do that, we might just have to kind of make do with them, and you kind of get the idea. There's these Moroccan looking lights that are actually from Batu that are really cool, or this like rustic kind of farm looking light, but I really want the other ones. I mean, this does work in this house. It just looks a little horse stable. So I think I'll just go with these. And then I do love the golds in here too, but that brown patina really does ground it nicely. We might do another random vintage chair and a nice big plant in the corner. Ooh, actually, we also have all of these gorgeous plants, which I totally forgot about. Geraniums. Ooh, I love those. Splash of red on the dining table. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, hello, Valia. Other plants that are amazing. Put one up there. Oh my gosh, that is way bigger than I was thinking it was going to be. Oh, a rosemary plant. Gorgeous. Well, maybe we need some rosemary on the kitchen counter. Okay, how did I miss all of these plants earlier? Because that ties into this wallpaper amazingly well. So much so I think I want to place one in this room too. Okay, beautiful. And then we have our breakfast nook out here. Ooh, or we could do sun lounges. Let's put the sun lounges out near the pool. There's this vintage looking table from adventure awaits, which I quite like. It's a little bit random, but it could be a nice outdoor table. Or we could do one with an umbrella. Or does that just add too much outside? With the lemons, that could be awesome. I do love the lemons. Yeah, let's go with this table. What is this table from? Royalty and Legacy. They even do yellow chairs. Okay, that's beautiful. I love the lemon tea cloth. Tablecloth, so cute. Okay, so kitchen done. Love this room a lot. I think it's just beautiful. Okay, and now for the lounge room. So I would love to use this fireplace. I think this one is just better suited to the place. So let's get rid of the black one. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff. This rug is gorgeous. This runner. Ooh, it comes in like a purple. Now I wonder if we can squeeze it in here to get some extra purple into this room. It doesn't really fit that well. Maybe just at the door here. It definitely would suit a big TV, not that big though. Oh, but my other TV's locked. I know I can use a cheat to open that though. There we go. Ignore gameplay unlocks. Cheat is on. So now we can place our big TV. Perfect. And honestly, I think this room should be really simple. Just kind of classy, minimal. Maybe we go some linen couches in here. Like this is just a classy, neutral lounge room. And as you get deeper into the house, then you start seeing more color. I'm really struggling to actually find the right kind of rug to put out here. Honestly, I just really want to use my laundry day rug, but it's not really the right size. It's either too small or too big. The other option is I could just draw out a rug using carpet, but it just looks like carpet to me. I mean, this is the right size. It's just not exactly the kind of rug I was looking for, but we could make it work. Oh, and also what's happening with our chandelier in here? Maybe we just use this big one. Oh no, it's so short. This one is really big. I mean, look, it definitely makes a statement. I think it does go with the house. I think this base of it's pretty full on. I like it in the black, but I don't really like that massive silver bit. What if we sized it down? Would it still be long enough, but less crazy intense? Look, I'm not obsessed with it. We just need something like this, like black wrought iron lighting piece, or like this, but lower. Look, we might just have to go with this piece, even though it's not perfect. It's kind of getting there. And these rugs, I think I'm just gonna like do something like this because I just really want that color. And then do we put a bookshelf along the base of this wall? We could use maybe this one. Oh, or we could use the book nook kit so it becomes more of a library wall. Or we could use these beautiful shelves above the other shelves. Ooh, now that's nice. I'm going to have to custom place these though because they're just not the right distance from the windows. We're installing custom shelves into our Sims houses. Judith Ward would love this. Maybe this is the house that Judith Ward can downsize to, and then we'll just put bougie artistic stuff. This actually has turned out really kind of cool. I like it. I like this shelf. We just need a plant in here. That's a nice plant. That plant looks good. Beautiful. I like this area. And then actually we can put another one of these rugs over here. To be honest, I really love the original red color, but we could also go the more muted tone as well. And then now my rugs look weird in the middle here because these ones look so nice. I just don't want to double them up again because then I feel like I've already done that and it's just, I don't know. I don't love it. But we could just keep them like that. And then we have a couple of brown feature walls to tie it in. Maybe we keep that light. Let me try the rugs again to see, now that we've done a lot of the other furnishing, if there's anything else we can use. I mean, this is a great size. What if we did the brown rug and then had these just lighter, two lighter couches like that? Is there an ottoman we could put next to this that would look like a designer coffee table? Like a pair, you know? Or maybe a coffee table you piece together with little poofs. I did an arm workout at the gym today and oh my gosh, they are already feeling it. Ow. That definitely went too hard. What if we piece two of these drawer tables together? You know what? I think that can work. I think that will work. And then some cushions would be nice, right? Let's just brighten up the area with a few cushions. I do wish that cushions were a lot easier to place in The Sims because it's a really handy way in real life and in Sims to just tie everything together. There we go, a few cushions. I'm gonna put my new favorite plant over here because I love this. I just love those leaves. The colors in those leaves are insane. Is this an aloe vera? Valia. Oh, agave. Agave. Oh, the Birkenstocks. Yes. Oh my gosh, there's even a scooter Vespa. Okay, that is so fun. We gotta add that. You know, you can never have too many pomegranates, right? Although they are the same color as the flowers. What about a cheeky record? It technically doesn't really fit under the TV though. So we'll go for some modern technology instead. Oh wow, look at this mirror. Okay, that we have to use that. And this table is actually from Royalty and Legacy, but I do like the look of it. This has come together really well. I just feel like we need a couple of more things just here on the fireplace before we move to the outdoors. It's like we just need a book, or there just needs to be a couple of more things. Maybe a magazine instead. Yeah, just needed something there. And maybe we actually change these paintings to this brown color so that blends into the wall more. And then we can get a bigger record player to fit in the corner. So instead of this bench seat, we can maybe... Oh, we could have both actually. We could have a bench seat and a record player over here. Okay, perfect. Then we just have outside, I think. Is that it? Oh, we need big bins. You know, I've never had a home for big bins. But you know what? This area outside the kitchen is perfect. We can actually have 2 bins here because we usually have rubbish and recycling in Australia. That's so exciting. We have bins, people. Bins, I tell you. Okay, so by the pool, I mean, obviously we need to have some sun lounges. So maybe we have one just over here. We do have a lot of green in this house. Maybe we do some red out here. Ah, that's better with the lighting. And then we can have our outdoor eating area where we have our half bench seat, half regular seat. Now it looks a little small. I mean, we could put dummy chairs on either end like that, and it does make it look quite lived in. And there are some beautiful lanterns too that we should definitely use outside. So we have these like rectangular ones, or we have these curved ones. I kind of like these curved ones for a change, and they come in beautiful varied sizes. They look pretty awesome. Then we can tie in our candles because the base is a terracotta color. We could even have this little seat area just in front of the fireplace, which is nice too. Let's also get some herbs onto this ladder shelf. And I really love how the leaves are slightly varied in color, so they don't all look exactly the same necessarily. And then there's also these really cool like stone bench pieces we can place around the tree, or we can even do a fire pit in the middle of them, which is a cool idea, I think. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. Let's place them around like that. Wow, how gorgeous. And I had actually done some terrain painting, but it has deleted it like it sometimes likes to do. Oh, this is a lovely chair. I wish we had more room for more outdoor seating. We could put a couple of them outside. And then this is really surprising because in this CC pack, Del Sol, there's even different colored waters, which is really cool. So you can get a beautiful aquamarine color if you want, or Mediterranean color. That looks so great. Obsessed. Okay, now I've got to do all my terrain painting again because it always gets deleted. I wish they would fix that. Oh well, we can always improve our terrain painting, eh? I'm obsessed with that pool color. That looks so good. Kind of looks like it could be sandy down here in this area. Oh, but then the seats just blend in with the sand. Okay, I regret. Let's maybe go with rocks and stones. That would make more sense, I think. And then the way I usually like to landscape is I kind of repeat the exact same thing that I'm placing around the place. So I might start with rocks. So I just pop my rocks around the place, and then I'll pick up something else like lavender that we've used in the front yard, and we might put it in a few other places. So at the front steps here, then we can go to the garden, but around the base of the tree. You can never have too much lavender in my opinion. And then we need to get some other plants. Maybe we get some nice grasses. So we'll now repeat this grass around the place. And you don't want to add too much much, because if you just add too many different things, it can begin to look too messy and overwhelmed. But if you just repeat the same kind of thing over and over again, I think it ends up looking really nice. I would like to put something really small next to the lavender. Maybe we'll just do these little white bushes. And actually, you know what? I think we did do too much lavender, so let's cut out some of it. Okay, I think we've finished the build, you guys. So let's save it and then let's go for a grand tour. So this is the finished house. What do you guys think? I'll be putting it on the gallery under the username Deligracy, but because that's custom content, you'll just have to remember to search with the custom content switched on, and also make sure to download the custom content that I've linked in the description. But here's the house. I love it. Yeah, I feel like this is one of my favorites at the moment. It's funny, it's whenever I do something different that I often end up really liking it a lot more than I thought I would. I love the baby pool too. I've been researching a lot of baby pools. That's the outside or the other side and the side of the house. I really love that curved porch out the front of the kitchen. And look at that entranceway. Are you kidding me? So we go in, we've got some plants here, our little hangers, and through this stunning Del Sol front door. Oh my gosh, look at this grand room. I had to paint that other wall real quick. Wow, this is grand, you guys. I have to say, I really love this reading library nook or shelf nook. So cute. I think the lounge room turned out nice too. I think our sim likes it, you know, he's jamming, he's enjoying the new place. I mean, who wouldn't want to live here? This is crazy. Yeah, I do like that we kept the double ceiling, but easy to change if you want to. Adding a door here was a great idea. Let's go into potentially the best room in the house, which is the dining and kitchen. So there's our gorgeous dining table. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me with this outdoor area? This is stunning. Oh, and also this was built in Tartosa, which came with My Wedding Stories. I would love to sit out here with a coffee. And then here is the kitchen. I don't know if I've ever seen such a gorgeous rustic kitchen. It is so rustic. There's actually a plant coming through the wall above the stove, which I will move. But yeah, I love this. This custom content is just crazy nice. Just crazy. And then we've got our fun shelves over here. Beautiful clutter items. You guys have got to get this CC if you're into CC. Our fridge nook, which was just because we kind of had to. But wow, I love it. Then we have our bathroom in here. So this is the guest bathroom. Really cute. Lovely. I mean, you can put a blind over that window if you feel your Sims need it. I just let my Sims let it all hang out. Ew. No, I don't. Well, I do, because I just did. These are the bins. How exciting we actually have a bin area. And then we can go outside to the backyard where we have our lovely fire seat. We have our fireplace and barbecue. Oh, we didn't actually add a barbecue. Oh well, you can add a barbecue where that fountain is, I suppose. That's the perfect spot for it. I love our table here and our mini pool, and our striped lounge is so pretty. Then we can come back through our lounge room because we have so many doors. Are you loving your new lounge? I think so. Obsessed with the library. Okay, and then we can go to the other side of the house, go into this lovely hallway. To the left is our first bedroom we furnished, the blue room. Loving this wallpaper. That texture is pretty amazing. It's very beautiful. I love the pop of red too. And our sneaky moment of blue marble and this lovely shelving unit over here. Those books are so handy from the recent events. And I actually ended up adding 2 tones of blue in here. I just thought it made it more interesting. So I liked that. And then in here, we have a nice compact bathroom. So there's another bathroom in here for your sim. And then we have the main bedroom. We'll go through here. Ooh, love the purple and green. It's actually a lovely walkway. And wow, this is a gorgeous moody bedroom. It's very sensual. These colors are gorgeous. The plum, the deep green, the candles, the 4-poster bed I think was a good decision to keep. And it's just a vibe in here. You know, the mismatched chairs, the book on the other chair looks very cozy. I like it. The double wardrobe fits in nicely, and the sandy colored walls. Gorgeous. I think we pulled this one off. And then in here, this is actually a gorgeous bathroom. I mean, I think this turned out really nice. So gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We have a double shower, very romantic. And the toot's just here. Again, feel free to put a curtain on the window. So that's it, you guys. That is our Spanish build. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you a fan of it? And I will upload it to the gallery as Spanish build. I'm gonna put in brackets CC. So we have 2 bedrooms, 3 baths. Oh, the Spanish build. Whoa. A beautiful Spanish home, capital S, using Del Sol CC from #Harry and the #Sunwoven CC by #Valia. Enjoy! #Deligracy, #Spanish, #LA, and share lots to the gallery. So that's what you gotta search to find it. Oh wow, it's 11:30 p.m. for me. I got a bit carried away with this build, but thanks guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to my amazing members for all of your support. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you would like me to build next in the comments down below. Always curious for your suggestions and ideas. But anyway, most of all, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to speak to you all soon. Dag dag!